Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the San Francisco 49ers and the Chicago Bears. Here's Cairo Santos now, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Soldier Field. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That's a start they can live with. 15 yards on their first play from scrimmage. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he's got room. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 24 yards the gain there. Another first down as well.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
21. Garoppolo on first down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. Ray McCloud, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Niners are on the board here first in the season opener. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he is going to dive. Boy, a strange return there. And they're going to start with really terrible field position. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. The tackle by Eric Armstead.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Up the middle, it's Montgomery. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
On 2nd down, Montgomery. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Throwing on third down. Fields. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. So they take over not only in enemy territory, but in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
Here we go.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And he'll take this one down near the 15. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
21. Here we go.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. That'll give him 8 that time, and that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Wait.
Garoppolo looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And it's caught. Touchdown 49ers. Brandon Ayuk from 8 yards out. And the 49ers lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Gold with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0.
Niners 14, Bears nothing. Robbie Gould kicking off for San Francisco.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Taking it about the 1.
Khalil Herbert about to return. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. When you're down early, how do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes I think cornerbacks can benefit from the fact that quarterbacks might just forget about the idea that they might be near the line of scrimmage. How about the anticipation there, sneaking in and making a big play in the backfield?
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. On play action, Fields. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. I think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder.
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going. It's caught at the 10. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover him. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
As largely been the air attack that's gotten him down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. From 3 yards out. And the Bears have got it back to within a score. Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
On 2nd and 10, Garoppolo got an open man. It's McLeod. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
11.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Open man is Ayuk, complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. 25 yards that time. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And he's going to take this down close to a 1st down at about the Bears' 37. 48 yards on the ground for him so far.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Now Garoppolo on the bootleg. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes you just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a 1st down.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Brandon Ayuk, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the 49ers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and it's now 21-7.
Robbie Gould kicking off for San Francisco.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
Early down stuff to put this offense in precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Now Fields. Now the ball comes loose. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. Loose inside the 30.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our head. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Running with Montgomery from the pistol. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. And we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. Back to Montgomery on second down. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
Partner, there are strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent gain and first down. Simply put, you've got to put up more of a fight defending the middle. Otherwise, this is going to be a long game.
Now a first down throw, Fields. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. On second down, a run with Herbert. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. To throw is Fields. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Chase Claypool, 39 yards. And the Bears have cut it back within a score. And it's no good. No, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This one fielded at the 5. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
11.
And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. Kyler Gordon picks it off. Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rate.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. He's at the 30. 10. And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Now Gold for the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now.
Makes the score Niners 28, Bears 13.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Back to Montgomery on second down. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for third down. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. Now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Fourth down, so they send out Trenton Gill. Back deep, Ray McCloud. Now a high kick, almost a pooch punt. That'll go in the books as just a 16-yard punt. And the Niners will go on offense, first and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And they do have terrific starting field position, but no timeouts to work with, so they'll need to operate quickly.
And he's got some space here. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
I got
They'll
it.
bring a receiver in motion left.
12, fellas, here we go.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And this is caught inside the 5.
Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Fields it right around the goal line. And a pretty poor return as he will dive to the ground to give himself up.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Fields leaving it with Montgomery here on the option. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. From the gun on 3rd down, Fields. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Gold to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man. 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Bears 13. Robbie Gould kicking off for San Francisco.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Very short kick taken right at the 20.
On the return, the Bears take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Going up the gut, Montgomery. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The 71 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. And not a whole lot there. Maybe a yard up to the 38.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
A shotgun snap, Fields. And that incomplete, nearly intercepted. And remember, he had his hands on one earlier, had one pick. Could have been his second, but instead it's 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. Here's McLeod on the return. A 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Steal, check, steal. Ready?
A little jet sweep to start the drive. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big, or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
38.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. That's caught. He finds Danny Gray. And they work this well upfield across the 45. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the first down in the process.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Lance now on first down. That's complete. It's Kyle Juszczyk. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Right back to Mitchell on 2nd down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, here's Mitchell. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
On now, the Bears' all-time leading scorer, Robbie Gould, kicking against his former team. The kick by Gould is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So this one, Charles, it's only the 3rd quarter, but they appear to be well on their way to victory.
I would say so, because a 1-score lead you don't even count, but a 2-score lead you know it can evaporate in an instant. 3 scores, feeling good, but you know it's not over yet. But now, they've got a 4-score cushion. I think you can feel pretty confident in the fact this is going to go your way.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Call it a gain of 2 as time has run out on this third quarter of play. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. Here it's 3rd and 2. Out of the gun, Fields. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline, because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Read option. Here's Montgomery. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. Now it's Fields. He sets to fire deep. He's got a man, complete. A huge play there for Chicago. 54 yards. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. And it is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. A play fake, now Fields to throw. This is caught. Touchdown Bears. Darnell Mooney from 6 yards away. And the Bears get a bit closer. Santos now to add the PAT. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, caught at the 21. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. But the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the 4th quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
First down, here's Mitchell. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. Second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Play action. Now it's Lance.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
Here comes Pettis on the return. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here. At home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Off play action. Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where, as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. On 2nd and 9, Fields. Fields hit and the ball is loose. But the Bears look to get this one back, and indeed they did. So they'll keep possession.
Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Fields throw there, hauled in by Claypool.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. The Bears on the move. They've got another first down.
A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something to feel.
Montgomery hit, and the ball is loose. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. And they will take a knee here.